Good evening and salutations, my GH fans. Alright, we'll start off with Trina before I hop into it. Because Trina, um, I don't know. I don't know exactly how to describe it. I don't know. It's just this weird feeling. And this Trina story right now, I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it. And today really also just highlighted the reasons of why I'm not feeling it. Because on one hand, I'm glad that she is getting a story. I really am glad that she's getting a story. So that's the good part. But we go into this surprise birthday party, right? And, everyone's not there wishing her well and just, just really talking to her and everything like that. And there's one point where she's not there talking to Laura. And, Laura brings up, listen, if Spencer was here, he wants you to have a good time and everything like that. He would be happy for you and stuff. And later on, Emma gives her an art book. The art book reminds her of Spencer, right? Spencer was a very interesting character because as much as I didn't like him, as much as I felt like he was a he was a privileged prick with small dick energy, he gave like they had some really great scenes. It had some really great scenes. I'm not just talking about the Haunted Star stuff, which was probably like the height in my eyes with them because they also went on an adventure and stuff like that. They had really good scenes, and what made Spencer's character so interesting wasn't just because Trina actually made him more likable, but because he had his own issues with his family and Victor and Nicholas and everything like that. He had his own stuff that was going on. And so when you compare him and her to Kai, what do we know about Kai so far? Seriously, what do we know about Kai so far other than he's a sports player? Listen, I know that people have been there's been people that's been like, oh, what if Trina's with a black man? I remember James or JLJ said that. And of course, he got in trouble, he got attacked or whatever. I never feel like he get in trouble, but like he got attacked for a simple comment of, well, why can't she be with a black man? So, in some ways, him and other people got what they wanted. But they really didn't because there's just no substance with him. There's no substance with Kai. We don't know damn near anything about him. We haven't seen, we saw one person that's connected to him, and that's his dick of a friend, Quinn. But other than that, we haven't seen any family, we haven't seen any brothers or anything like that. Give us something with this Kai character other than he's with Trina and he gives Trina a story. Because uh, character deserves better than that, the actor deserves better than that, and it's like, I don't know, I'm not feeling it. And like I said, when they brought up Spencer, it just highlighted even more like, damn, her story has just went downhill. Um, you can tell that Gio and Emma are getting close. You know, him complimented her today about how pretty much how she's a lot different now than the insufferable version that she was like when she first came to town. That's something else I want to talk about. And I can't. Oh, Carly. Carly came to Jack's door, and Jack was like, "What are you doing here?" She was like, "I came to fix a mistake." She started kissing on him. He backed up, And what I liked about this scene is that he didn't just let Carly off the hook. He didn't was just like, "Oh, well, you want to be with me?" And no, he was like, "What changed your mind?" You know, and he pretty much tells her that what you did hurt me. It wasn't just a simple. What I'm saying? Like the words that you said, the fact that you felt like you couldn't trust me at everything that I did for you, and you say all that. So this isn't just, what I'm saying? Like he wasn't just gonna just let her off the hook so easy, and I appreciate that. And I don't even remember her reasons was. I think now she was saying that she was scared or something. I don't know. She's just been all over the place at this point. We're incompatible. What are we? I'm scared. Okay, whatever. But she did apologize. And of course, they wound up having their silly little makeout or love scene that I was just not going to sit there and watch. And at the end, when the room service comes in and she gets the room service, when she gets the plate and everything like that, it's Valentine. Valentine's there. You can tell in the previews that Jack, it gets found out, like he takes the glass of wine or something like that, and knocks it out of her hand. Because Valentine is pissed. So pissed. Right? The scene with Charlotte and Lulu, I would sit there and say she's going to have to start really treading a lot more lightly. And I say that because there's points in this conversation where Charlotte brings up her time, or, Charlotte isn't there saying, you need to sit there and thank Papa for, like, protecting me and things of that nature. And Lulu was like, listen, you wouldn't have been in that situation if it wasn't for Valentine. And she seems to sometimes, like, bring up the stuff that Valentine doing is wrong or that has done wrong, and Charlotte finds herself defending Valentine. And it gets to a point, it's like, maybe you should just sit there and just enjoy the blessing that you have, that she's back with you, she's safe, and stop ragging so much on Valentine, because that's just going to sit there and cause a rift between you two. Um, anyway, towards the end, Laura got to sit there and see her. Rocco got to sit there and see her because Rocco was not there talking to Sonny about missing her and everything like that. And Christina, the thing is, when Christina walked in, she saw Isaiah and Sonny. And she was like, what's going on and everything like that. Sonny made up this lie like, oh, I was under the weather and, he just happened to come by and check on me and everything like that. Like, try to really minimize what's going on. It gets to a point where Sonny, I think, shows Rocco around, and Isaiah and Christina starts asking Isaiah questions. And Isaiah's like, "Listen, I can't tell you what's going on. This is a doctor-patient sort of thing. Like, I can't do it." And she keeps asking. She keeps asking. He's like, "No, I'm not doing it." So when Sonny comes back, this chick was like, "Oh, he told me what was going on. It was very serious. So you want to explain what it is?" Isaiah's like, no, I didn't. The hell are you talking about? You just sat there and lied on this man. You just sat there and lied on this man to a mobster. Like, what? And then threw him under the bus. And I'm like, the fact that he had to sit there and defend himself because you threw him under the bus, like, I get it. Your parents sick, you're not really sitting there thinking logically, and you just go to worst case scenarios. I get that part. But I still found it very foul of what she wound up doing. Now, eventually, Sonny does sit there and say that, he has a heart problem. But he minimizes it. He's like, no, listen, I'm taking medication, it's treatable. And, this is when she realized this is the reason why Sonny dropped the custody case, that they're releasing stress and stuff like that. And although that was a huge part of it, he also didn't want to sit there and bring both of his girls into it. So you had that going. Now, Ava gives Portia advice as far as what to do with Drew, and pretty much is like, you know what, listen, Drew has a long list of enemies, right? Like, even Emma and Gio, whatever, they was not there talking about Drew and all the stuff he's doing. So, pretty much, Ava's like, just star him. Because eventually, Carly, Nina, the damn town is going to come for his neck. You just have to wait it out. Like, or you can just sit there and tell the truth. You can just do that. You can just simply tell the truth. Curtis does sit there and talk about the Drew situation as far as him covering the story and the whole pediatrics thing. And Stella pretty much said the same thing that I said. You don't have to like the man, but the cause is good. Just focus on that. Just focus on that. Um. Oh. Brooklyn. I don't even know what this scene was supposed to be. Yeah, it was nice to sit there and see Yuri. In the beginning, they were sitting there playing bingo. And then when Gio left, Lois comes in, and Lois is pretty much kind of, I don't know if she's still mad at them. I don't even know what she's upset with them about. The fact that they were discussing this whole baby. And she didn't know about it. She didn't know that Gloria knew. So they sent there talking about it. And I don't know. Part of me is just kind of tuned out because, like, I know that she's just pretty much regurgitating the same thing that she was saying before. I did it for the family. I did it to protect you. I was doing it to protecting your future. Blah 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 blah. And after a while, I was like, I don't even understand what she's still even like upset about. Like, if she even is she even upset about it? I have no idea. Um, and of course, when Brooklyn leaves, they're just like, oh, we got to make sure that he never knows. I mean, that she never knows that Gio is his son. And I was listening to them being like, okay, well, maybe somebody found out. Like, maybe somebody walked in or they overheard it. Or Brooklyn overheard it. Nope, nope, nope. Just pretty much reiterated that we got to keep the secret because I don't know. I'm going to be honest. I kind of don't care. Because one, I just don't care, and two, it's going to come out anyway. So all this hush hush nonsense that they're doing in a kitchen where people just walk in at any point in time, um, yeah. So I think that's about it. Yeah, I think that's about it. I don't know. I guess we're kind of two for two on the you know, downward Potom. Dates was actually pretty good. Young and the Restless was actually surprisingly good. And I have this funny feeling that B&B is going to be good. GH and Beyond the Gates. Gotta step it up. Step it up. They weren't terrible, but step that shit up. Anyway, with that being said, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna be doing a live stream tonight, usual time, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. We'll talk about all the shows, of course, General Hospital, Days of Our Lives, Born and Beautiful, Young and the Restless, and Beyond the Gates. I'll see you in the next video and hopefully live stream.